What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Money Mondays. It is your boy Qaseem Abdul Sattar. I am checking in with you guys. In the background, we have some 741 hertz frequency, and we're also sipping some cinnamon tea. You guys can get that link in the tea in the description down below. But today's topic, right, is always about money, right? So if you guys been keeping up with my journey for however long, you guys know Mondays were all about motivation. Not anymore, right? Not anymore. For example, I was watching Escape Room. I was just rewatching it again, and it just made me realize that we're all living in an escape room right now, you guys. Right? We all understand that there are levels to this reality, right? And with that being said, right, in order for you to get to that next level, that next room, right, you have to understand that there are clues out there for you right now to understand that if I take advantage of these clues that are happening right now, I could be on the other side of this transition and this move, right? So if you're sipping the party, go ahead, take a sip of that tea, right? Because we definitely want to protect our minds and our energy so that way we're able to effectively, before work or after work, even during work, build what we need to build so this way our family doesn't suffer through this transition. So I just wanted to be that voice today. And this is all my own research, right? I'm not a financial expert whatsoever, but I just figured that this information could help out a whole bunch of people. So, and I'm typing in all this in Google, and this is some of the stuff that we're already doing inside Infinity AI LLC currently right now for other businesses. So all the stuff that I am sharing is stuff that I have already done and stuff that I am continuously doing. So, right, simple question, right? Typed in on Google. What's affecting every American family right now, right? When it comes to their money, their income, and learn new skills for this week, right? I need to know the most up-to-date information. This is the thing that you can type in Gemini or any large language model. I just chose Gemini for right now because I'm just like, let me just see what it says. Usually I do Perplexity, but just want to see what it says, right? So right now, the financial strain on income and budgets. And before I start speaking, right, this is not financial advice. I'm just a random guy on YouTube. If you guys do find any value out of this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But once again, do your own research, right? For the first time ever, the traditional single family income is shrinking minority, right? Over half of all heterosexual two-parent households with children under 18 now require both mom and dad to work full-time jobs just to tread water, right? And the new threshold, right, to just get through, right? Research from the Urban Institute indicates a typical US family needs an annual income of $145,000 to truly thrive and cover all basic necessities, a benchmark that nearly half of all Americans fall short of, right? Then also, depleted savings and high debt. As families use their savings to survive, the household savings rate has fallen dramatically, leaving little to no buffer for financial emergencies, right? Now, you guys probably all heard of this before, right? But the point for this channel is not just to be doom and gloom, right? But the point of this channel is to make you aware, bridge the gap to that old world system, right? From a lot of people still trying to hold on to this old world system to understand that, listen, we have opportunities right here, right now, literally in the palm of your hand that can make you extra money while you're working right here, right now, right? So just like I started selling my teas 8 years ago, right? Building my own personal brand. You don't have to sell teas right now. Right now, you can start building skills, boosting your skills. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now how to do that. So, learning new skills to boost earning power, right? What does this look like? AI and technical skills. With the ongoing surge on technology, workers are increasingly upscaling in AI prompt engineering, data analytics, and digital marketing. These specific skills are highly sought after by employees looking to boost productivity. Trade skills and certifications. Certifications in fields like healthcare administration, cybersecurity, and specialized trades are seeing massive demand, allowing individuals to qualify for higher paying roles without the time or financial burden or returning to a traditional 4-year college, right? This is what's happening now, right? Side hustles. Many workers are developing skills that translate to remote or freelance work, such as freelance writing, graphic design, or e commerce management, right? How to take action right now just with this, right? Just this is what it says. Ass- Assess your spending, right? See where your money is going every single day, right? Explore the market trends. You guys can go on Google yourself and type in what's the market trend right now, right? Skill development platforms. One of my favorites is Coursera. So I've have been I just graduated with my computer science degree earlier in April, but to work for employers or solopreneurs or franchises, they want to see some type of skill. These past before kind of like before AI and like during AI, you still needed skills. So I got a plenty of skills for free on Coursera from Google. So that's just another platform that you're able to learn, use, and also say like, hey, I got this skill in AI agentics or prompt engineering, right? Those skills are available to you, and most of them are free, right? I got mine through Vanderbilt University, right? And I was just curious. I'm just like, how long will this transition last for everyone to be around that 145K mark? Listen, it's telling everybody right now why they won't make it to that mark, right? The moving target of inflation, if families take 5 to 10 years to aggressively grow their wages to finally hit that $145,000 dollar mark, inflation will have driven the cost of living even higher. By that time they reach it, that income required to thrive may comfortably exceed $175,000. So understand this, right? The money just to live right now is still going up, right? So if it's happening right there, right? Just like an escape room, the movies, right? If it's still going to go up and up and up and up and up as time and years go by, right? As a focused individual that is focused on their health, their body, their spirit, right? And their mind, they, not everybody, but everybody, not everybody, but everybody, uh, consciously, right? Like you would obviously evolve, right? Through the time, right? And my hope for this video right now is to wake people up sooner rather than later, right? Because you're still kind of early, but people are still kind of feeling it right now, but it's not too late, right? So that target's just going to keep moving up higher and higher and higher. But we know about the K-shaped reality, right? If you don't know about the K-shaped reality, it's basically the two legs of the K, one going up, one going all the way down, and the upward arm of it are workers who aggressively are upskilling into high productivity fields like AI, data analytics, healthcare administration, and specialized tech trades, and jumping past the $145,000 mark relatively quickly, right? So if you continue to upskill, if you continue to understand, like, hey, I have to reskill, hey, I have to start a new trade, whatever it might be, just to make sure that your family is fed, right? And you can take care of the bills comfortably and you don't have that mental financial stress. Because trust me, I've been homeless. I get it. I understand how it feels, right? And I don't want anybody to feel like that, especially if you have kids. You understand? Like you want to protect your kids and make sure your kids are good. The downward arm. Workers who rely solely on traditional labor or standard annual 3% cost of living raises are effectively falling behind as household debt cost and childcare prices outpace their earnings, right? So just like in Escape, oh, this is the question I asked after because you can ask these follow-up questions, right? But just like in the movie Escape Room, what clues, right? What kind of clues can the everyday person use to either make money right here today, right? Uh, Upskill, right? So that way they're able to make that income, make an impact, right, in their life, and that way they're more able to be all right during this transition as we go through this transition in the future, right? And just like how we do at Infinity AI Automations, right? This is kind of the things that we do a little bit. Like I was doing this, I remember doing this in 2022, 2023, 2024, right? When it wasn't like a popular thing, but now this is getting more popular. So I'm gonna tell you guys about 3 to 4 of these things. And each one of these can actually start making you money right here today. So you're not having to wait to actually upskill or to wait for a paycheck every 2 weeks when that's already being outpaced by the growth of AI and gas prices. Make sure you guys check out that tea down link in the description down below. But check this out, right? If you have a laptop, if you have a phone, right, and you're using it for entertainment, stop it right now because you can use your same supercomputer, your phone, right, for looking up local businesses, right? This could be Facebook pages, go on Facebook pages and look at the restaurant names, right? If the English is poor, the descriptions are boring, or their social media hasn't been updated in months, that is your clue, right, to this reality, right? Because we know it's 2026. We know AI is in every single industry, right? If it's 2026 and they don't have um, a good looking header, subheader, right? Their website's kind of dry or their website's just not there whatsoever, right? That should tell you immediately as the individual that's looking at these clues, like, wow, okay, what can I do right here, right now? Listen, you guys can go to a platform called Lovable, and you guys can type in, right, the website that you want to create based off of what your understanding is. I actually recommend using ChatGPT for this one and just type in and be like, hey, act as my CEO and make this a website that is scroll stopping. It is AI bulletproof. And this way, you're giving them value. You understand? Because most times business owners are too busy with the business stuff, right? They're looking, a lot of them are actively looking to automate or streamline these type of processes, right? So you can go in there and say, hey, look, I have a website for you, I cleaned it up for you, right? And like, we can also improve your social media header and your social media page. So when people stop on your social media, because we know people are always scrolling during their breaks, using the restroom, right? Or just during their free time. When they see your social media platform, that's more customers coming towards you. Understand? So you don't have to tell them any of the technical stuff, but you can say, hey, I can give you this service and I can help you for $200 a month, period. Right? This is what we've been doing since 2022, you guys, right? Giving these websites and businesses websites and just fixing people's landing pages up, right? $200 a month. It's easy. Some people are charging anywhere from $500 to $2,000. You understand? But if you're just starting out, if you just want to get your feet wet, you can charge $200 and have a monthly retainer of $100. You understand? So this way you always keep it up to date. You understand the new trends that are happening. So this way that not only are you selling, but you guys are building a business relationship. You understand? So that's just number one, right? Look this stuff up. See the bad copies of these business owners' websites. Understand, if you have a bad website or a non-existent website, that should be a clear indicator to you that, hey, I can go in here and I can actually give them my value, right? And in return, they give you income for your value, right? Another one, right? This one's called the no video clue. You understand? Look up service providers, plumbers, roofers, landscapers, gyms, electricians. If they don't have any short form video, you understand? Short form video, this could be reels, TikToks, shorts, showcasing their work. They are losing customers to younger competition because you already know somebody like me, 28 years old, that grew up during this age, already has the mindset, already has the wisdom for it. And I'm also an Army veteran, so I do have the integrity, right? The level of duty to understand that if you want to grow that business sustainably, you have to make sure that you're keeping up with the times. What does that look like? Most of these business owners don't even know how to edit their videos on CapCut, right? We know how to do this, right? We understand this stuff. And if you don't know, YouTube University, look that stuff up. It's right in front of you. You can do this from your cell phones, you guys, you know? So this is as easy as possible because you can go to a platform called Opus Clip because a lot of these people just have like long, boring 20-minute videos, right, of them showcasing their work. Put that in the Opus Clip, right, and it chops it up into about 10 to 20 videos. And you can sell each of these videos for anywhere between 20 to 45 bucks, right? I've done this for businesses also, and I've helped them grow their social media pages. And this is something easy to do that you can do right now, right? So you could literally go into your community and say, hey, listen, it's 2026, right? AI is a thing, but listen, I've been studying AI. I've been listening to Qaseem Sattar and his Monday talks, understand? Just stuff that you can do to start boosting up some of your income now instead of waiting till Thursday or Friday at the end of the week, right? So we have number one, the bad copy, bad websites. Number two, the no video, right? And number three, the slow response clue, right? This is where my business exceeds at, right? Rebook something called a miss recovery revenue generating system. So it's basically a voice AI agent that talks to your customer, right? Just like a regular human, understanding your customer's needs, their pain points, right? How you can help, and also providing our services, right? Not only that, it also books that client or customer to your calendar, right, automatically for you. How many businesses are missing something called the speed to lead process, right? When somebody comes to your business and they don't see the business owner, but they want the experience of having that high quality of customer service, you understand, right? And they don't get it, you lost out on a customer, right? So with that being said, you guys can message 5 local businesses on Facebook or Google this week, right? This week. The ones that take about 4+ hours to respond or don't respond at all, they are literally leaking all this money out, right? They don't realize that. Then you guys can take a platform like Perplexity and literally do deep dive research and see how much money they're missing out, right? Businesses will be surprised if you know exactly their numbers, because you know their pain points. You can feel, right, how they feel. I've done this for a bunch of businesses, so I have it now to the point to where, like, I have a whole Excel spreadsheet that gives me the businesses in the area, that tells me how much they're missing, that tells me the reviews on their website, and it bullet points them based off if they're a veteran or not, because obviously I can relate better to a veteran rather than somebody that's not a veteran, because I just believe more veterans take their business more seriously. And I'd rather work with somebody that obviously I've been in the military before. So that's just a kind of a no-brainer to me to close that deal, and also to build a long-lasting relationship with that business, right? Because guess what? They're going to need translators. They're going to need to have people that can bridge the gap from the old system to the new system. And not only that, right? Just so you guys are aware, this week I am also starting Security Plus, right, for the Cyber Warrior program. Uh, so that's a huge thing also, because I don't know if y'all heard last week, right? Last week, today's July 6th at 9 a.m., but last week they had a full autonomous AI do a cybersecurity attack, right, and get money from it. So that's already happening, right? And they're well aware in the cybersecurity world, but this is already a thing I'm learning, right? Because I get updates every single day from my AI, right? Just like how you guys should be using it, right? But understand this, right? Right now, we're all going through this transition, right? And just like an escape room, right? You have to search, you have to find these tools and these clues so you can make money every single day right now. So that way you're able to not only to feed yourself, but feed your family, right? Because in every single family, they have that one person that makes a difference. And if you're watching this video, I believe that is you, right? And just so you can get some more help, right? Talk to these large language models, right, by giving them a clear guidance and direction, right? For example, right, you're if you're going to be talking to local businesses, right, and you see the business has like boring text, right, outdated responses, the the prompt that you're going to drop into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, right? You can use any three of them. My favorite right now is Claude, but you can say, act as an expert copywriter, right? Rewrite this plumbing homepage text to be highly engaging. Optimize it for local SEO, search engine optimization, so that way it pops up on Google, or it pops up on ChatGPT or Gemini, because everybody's using this right now to actually ask these questions. Hey, which local business has the best tire prices? Hey, which ones have discounts going on right now? Because people are already struggling, right? The business owners, hopefully this one clicks with you guys, right? Because I'm really looking for you guys to understand this, right? Because if you're not doing this, you're missing out money, and it's your competition is just going to win, right? You guys can also say rewrite, I already said that, and optimize that, and include a clear call to action, right? Listen, there's just so many options to make money now. I believe we live in one of the best times to be alive. And it's also good to understand this because you want to hang around people that are also excited about the future and where we're going right now. Because listen, if you're not on your laptop every single day thinking about what you can create, what you can automate, right? How you can help other people automate their businesses so that way it's easier for them to make more money. And that way you get compensated by providing your services to people, right? This is in a great way for you to be able to not only learn AI and these technical skills, but also understand what's happening in your own city, in your own community, right? Because I'll tell you what, I've done this 3 times already. The place that actually does my hair, she had a website on Google Maps, but it was completely gone, right? Like there was nothing there. And every time I went in there, right, there was like nobody in there. And I'm just like, she's doing a good job doing my hair. Like I was asking her what's going on. She's like, I had an old person was that was doing this before, and they're still working on it. They're still working on it. Yo, I can bring you up a website in like 10 minutes, right? So that's exactly what I did, right? And yeah, you guys, I have her as a forever client. She actually does my hair for free, right? I update her website month to month, and I'm basically teaching her this stuff because she can't really learn this because she's doing hair. She can in her free time, but as a business owner, it's just like you're doing so much laborious work, right? And it takes somebody that has these technical skills to be able to communicate where they're missing out this money and where they can actually plant their feet in this new AI age, you guys. So this is not just for hair braiders, but this is every single industry. You understand? So when I was going hard with Herbalife, right, in 2022, for y'all that don't know Herbalife, check out the teas down below. But you are a independent nutrition coach. You sell nutrition, right? And with that, you'll do workouts, and some of your clients, right, will continuously want to work out with you. And for me, right, for my business, I'm just like, dang, like I have clients in San Antonio, Texas. I have them in Del Rio, Texas. I got some people in California. I got some people on the East Coast. Like I can't keep up and work out with all these people. But guess what? AI changed the game for me in 2022 because guess what? They came out with something called GPTs, right? The first level AI agent type of thing, right? You're able to create a GPT on ChatGPT. You can go to GPT stores and literally say create a GPT, and you can literally create your own agent. There's other ways to do it now. Obviously, I'm pretty sure depending on what time you're watching this video, you'll be able to do this completely differently. But even to this day, I still have my clients using Coach Q GPT, right? For the ones that actually need, right, the proper way how to work out, how to warm up, how to work out, how to recover, what to take after your workouts, how you should be meditating after your workout. So that way that workout really sits in your nervous system. So that way you feel the difference whenever you leave that workout, right? You do the same thing again. So it's basically literally just talking like, hey, today I'm not feeling up for it right now. I'm here at the gym, right? I have all the equipment available to me. Today is my upper body day and my lower body day. It gives you the workout, it gives you a warm up, it gives you a post recovery, and it tells you what to eat, right? So that way you get 20% of the workout and you get 80% of the nutrition equals 100% of the mindset, you guys. So that was cool for me to understand back all the way in 2022 because in 2022 I realized it since then, like, whoa, like if I automated my business, so now when anybody comes to me about health and nutrition and they really want to have that transformation, whether that's gaining lean muscle, getting more energy, right, getting more clarity, or just losing weight, right, it becomes super easy to coach anybody, right? And just think, what can this do for you? Maybe you're somebody that works in the healthcare field, or maybe you're somebody that works in plumbing, right? Somebody that works in construction. Listen, right? If you're still kind of used to the old way of doing things, right? Maybe think about, hiring somebody like myself or somebody on fiverr.com that can come out to your business, record a couple of videos of content, then actually be able to post those videos for you on your business page for TikTok, for Instagram, for YouTube, right? Not only driving views, but also revenue from that area. And now we can do it in such a way where it's more specialized to the radius that you're around. So that way you target everybody in your city. But you have to understand this right now that there's only a short period of time, right, to really do this, right? But the opportunities for everybody is infinite, infinite. I believe in the law of abundance, right? I believe everybody can have everything they want and even more than enough. And everybody can do that around the world, you guys, right? Once we understand this simple fact and just understand that, listen, this life is kind of like an escape room, right? And I'm only saying that because I saw a movie just last night, and that's the best way I can kind of connect the dots to these clues, right? Because listen, being homeless sucks, but when you're homeless, it's like you get to really go hard at anything and everything you possibly can. So understand this, right? Um, I don't want you moving forward in a low vibration of energy, right? Keep your confidence high, right? Keep your positivity high, right? If you don't know something, right, and you're on the phone with one of these business owners, just be like, I don't know that, but I can get back to you, right? Understand that because too much of our time and energy is being spent on scrolling and watching other people do things, other people be great when you are great yourself. You are a genius yourself. You probably just never showed that genius before, but now there's a time to do it because you can program your AI to start teaching you these things based off of how you learn best, right? And this is how I'm going to close. Listen, you guys, I'm not the smartest, right? I'm not the tallest. I'm not the most handsomest person out there, but guess what? I will outwork you, right? I will stay up all day, all night, and just become completely obsessed about this one topic because guess what? This only doesn't just affect all of us, it also affects, myself and all of us, right? So it is all of us, right? But the more and more people start waking up, start taking action, and start seeing how easy it is to actually start, making the income based off of already what you know, right? And what you can search from your phone or your laptop rather than using this as a stress box, right? Play you some 741 hertz frequencies, right? Listen to some of my music on my YouTube channel, right? Get in a positive frequency and a vibration so that way you have the energy and you have the focus. No matter what happens, I'm confident, I'm cool, I'm collective, I can study, right? I got my tea or my coffee to make sure I'm mentally good. It's growing more neurons, right? Because guess what? If you're going to continue to get distracted, right, it's going to be hard for you to get on top of that K-shaped economy. Like we know this is going to happen. It doesn't matter if it's um, it really doesn't matter like what's happening right now. It matters about what you do about it, right? So it's all about what you do about at this point in time in your life. Because guess what? We're all playing this game together. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope you guys got some type of value out of this video. If you guys got any value out of this video, don't forget to comment, like, and share with somebody that you love, you guys, right? Once again, right, I'm just a random guy on YouTube, so do your own research. This is not professional advice, right? I just have to say that disclaimer out there, but this is just advice that I had wanted to share on my own journey, something I'm passionate about. And, this is part of my content machine to help bring this awareness to y'all's awareness, right? So I'm just a man on a mission, making AI a little bit easier, connecting from the old world to the new world. If you guys found any value out of this video, stick around, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Other than that, salute.